since and have only just about got themselves back on the straight and narrow. But tonight they face a club who've been throwing the money around in the summer. That £80 million fee spent on Cristiano Ronaldo raised quite a few eyebrows, but followed plenty of other multi-million-pound signings in this lineup. Karim Benzema, a mere 30 million in comparison, but he's not actually in the starting lineup for this Madrid team tonight. But this man is. He has been the star attraction in Dublin over the last few days, and if he is man-marked tonight, it will be nothing like the man-marking on him by the security men in Ireland over the last few days to keep the hordes at bay who just wanted to have their photographs taken, who just wanted to press the flesh with this man. He really is a star attraction wherever he goes, and it's great that he's here in Ireland, David Provan.
It certainly is, Rob. I just hope we see a nice edge to the game tonight. I heard Frank saying that will certainly be the case, and I hope the Shamrock Rovers players don't stand off tonight and admire Real Madrid too much. I don't think they will, and Michael O'Neill did assure me only a few hours ago that if there is a tackle to be made, his lads will make it, and I think the game will be better for that.
Alan Kelly is the referee who leads out the two sides in this modest little stadium. It's not exactly the Bernabeu. It's still very much a work in progress. The stand from which they emerge is the one permanent stand here, but it has only been Shamrock Rovers' home since the start of this season. And bear in mind that while Real Madrid are preparing for the start of their new campaign, Shamrock Rovers are already well into theirs, 20 games into theirs in fact, and in a tussle with Bohemians for the title. Tonight they have a friendly match to enjoy, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for the Shamrock players to engage with a club dripping with talent. And the biggest star in the firmament is the £80 million man who many of these fans have come to see. The Real Madrid anthem being played to welcome the sides as they are introduced to each other. If you are at all familiar with Shamrock Rovers, you'll know that they're known as the Hoops because of their normal green and white strip, but they've been forced to change tonight because of the difficulty in the colour clash with the referee, so they're wearing purple this evening. And Shamrock Rovers actually start the match with two players who aren't even on their books. A couple of Slovakian trialists in the team. Peter Gal and Dresley had a trial spell with Middlesbrough last season. He and Pavel Jurko both played in the defeat by Newcastle in a friendly 9 days ago. Manager Michael O'Neill does intend to use his entire squad, so youngster Parik Amon gets the nod over top scorer Gary Twigg from the start, and as expected, 20-year-old Ian Birmingham gets the job of trying to contain Cristiano Ronaldo. And after days of intense speculation about the makeup of the Real Madrid team, the audience of Talas aren't disappointed as the star attraction Cristiano Ronaldo is in from the start. He's wearing 9 as Raul, a major influence on and off the field, retains the number 7 shirt. Other regulars, Pepe, Lassana Diarra, Gago, Guti and Higuain start. Guti most in peril through the arrival of Kaká, who's not here. Karim Benzema, who is on the bench. So here he is, wearing number 9. Cristiano Ronaldo, the European Footballer of the Year, the World Footballer of the Year, and what a night for the man who's facing him. A 20-year-old who's been capped by Ireland at under-21 level, Ian Birmingham, who's in his first season with his club, only came into league football at University College Dublin after progressing as a schoolboy with Lord Celtic. The huddle is a regular feature of Shamrock Rovers matches. They went into one before their weekend victory over Sligo. Strange really, because in some ways the game is more important to the area than the club, because Shamrock Rovers, who are vying with Bohemians for the title, play their biggest rivals in 6 days' time. In a funny kind of way, this is a night for them to relax. Nothing to lose, but hopefully a few good memories to take away with them. Christoph Metzelder with a clearance. Clearance by Sibes didn't carry too far, and here's Ronaldo first springing into action. And the first challenge made on him by Flynn, who was a contender to face him full time. He is naturally a left back, and he certainly made his presence felt there and won the ball.
Yeah, a very good tackle, tucking in to provide a little bit of cover for the centre-backs, but here come Real again.
It's Higuain having a go at them this side, not from his natural left-sided position, but on the right. It is a very fluid system that Real Madrid operate, and they've got players comfortable playing in all sorts of positions.
I think they've come to work as well, Rob. By all accounts, they've been working very hard out at their training base. They've been doing 3 sessions a day under this man, Manuel Pellegrini. And I'd be surprised if they don't play at a decent tempo here this evening.
He may not have the say in who comes in, but he's a hard taskmaster as a coach, Pellegrini. They've been at a base in County Kildare. Maybe those 3 sessions a day have sent out a message to some of the stars that there is plenty of work to be done. Here's Flynn. Shamrock Rovers are essentially a part-time team, although quite a few of the players don't have other professions outside football. But what that does mean is that they don't get paid during the off-season. There's Flynn. Everyone was looking for Yurko. Ball played by Torres to Gago. Now Guti. It was quickly closed down by Rice. Yurko. There's Flynn. It's Yurko's ball, and this is Sean O'Connor. O'Connor, who missed the game of the weekend through suspension, having been sent off in the last league game he played against Bray Wanderers. Clearance there by Pepe. Here's Birmingham with a throw-in. Incidentally, any of the substitutes can be used, so we could see some significant changes from both sides. Indications before the match were maybe that Real Madrid would change their entire team at half-time. That remains to be seen. I think we may see more of a drip feed of substitutes from the home side.
Yeah, that's what Michael O'Neill promises. I think it's important to get through the first 10 minutes, though. I don't think they want to lose an early one. They're bound to be nervous here tonight. There's bound to be some apprehension, and it's important they settle into the game.
Miguel Torres. Now Raul. This is Lassana Diarra. Back by Guti to Diarra. And this is Marcelo, who is a regular left-back, although he played at some stage in the Champions League last season on the left side of midfield. Champions League campaign, which for the 5th season running ended in disappointment at the first knockout round stage. That's an area where Pellegrini will look to improve this season. All beyond the reach of Raul. Real Madrid still over a month short of their league campaign starting. It begins at the end of August against Deportivo La Coruña. Here's Yurko. It's Birmingham with the throw-in. The back was by Amond. It's Marcelo. It's Darren Maguire with a header. Now here's Guti. This is the Argentine Fernando Gago, going right through the middle to Raul. Higuain looking to lay it back to Ronaldo, maybe just a little too obvious, and Birmingham nicked in.
Just gave Raul a little bit too much space here, the 2 centre-backs. Neither really got tight to Raul, just dropped off and got it into feet there.
Going up to try and win the header from Pepe, who stood his ground. Ball played into the face of Guti, cleared by Gago. And here is number 7, Raul. To Cristiano Ronaldo. Has to get the better of Birmingham. Torres. Gago with a layoff. Diarra.
Very quickly. Body shape was never quite right, but we know he's more than capable from this type of distance. I was told before the game, Rob, that Real Madrid insisted on bringing their own ball. But this is the ball that they use in the Spanish league, so Ronaldo very quickly getting a feel for it.
Yoko took it over the head of Metzelder, trying to link up with Amond, although the return ball did him few favours then. Now Gago. This is Diarra. Gago once more. Ronaldo. Here's Torres. Diarra. Higuain. Marcelo, challenged by Rice. Here's Diarra. Now Torres. Ronaldo. Robinson, who came in with a tackle. Skipper, who's back now for his second spell at Shamrock Rovers.
Well, it's a real engine room of the team. Shane Robinson and Stephen Rice in that central area for Shamrock Rovers. Both busy, both very tidy. And if one stays, the other one is more than willing to go forward and support the front two.
There's Galan Dresley. Beaten off it by Ronaldo. Typically strong. Guti. Diarra. So O'Connor. Away from Diarra. He's done well so far, O'Connor. He's going to have another hit. Vicious from there.
Well, I just wonder how much more of the inside Real Madrid will show Sean O'Connor here. I mean, he started on the left. He's clearly left-footed. And I don't think they should show him too much of the inside. He's more than willing to put his foot through the ball if they do that.
Player who, along with his colleague Darren Maguire, came in from St Pat's. There's Robinson's header. Here is Maguire. Header back by Amond. Yoko showing interest in this. Will it fall short? Metzelder's header just reaching its target. Diarra. Now Guti. Here's Raul. Guti. Now Gago. Here's Ronaldo. Gago. Cleared by Maguire. Here's Pepe.
Good start by Rovers, just dropping off when they don't have the ball. And this is something about a culture shock for them, because they do have the bulk of possession in the domestic league football most weeks. Stepping up a couple of divisions tonight, but they've got it spot on so far. When they don't have it, good compact shape about them.
Diarra. Now Guti. This is Ronaldo. Guti. Now Gago. He just switched it to Marcelo, but it's beyond him. Well, they were encouraged by what they achieved here against Newcastle. Felt that maybe they were a little unlucky to be on the wrong end of a 3-0 scoreline. Also got Hibs to come in a friendly as part of this July Festival of Football, where they're mixing league games with friendlies against opposition from elsewhere. Marcelo. Caught again then by Sean O'Connor. It's the second time Marcelo's been on the receiving end.
Good to see him back on his feet. I think in a normal match that would have been a yellow card, Rob. Sean O'Connor well late there.
Here's Higuain. Now Diarra. Ronaldo. Gago. Now Guti. This is Diarra. Now Torres. Metzelder. Gago. Higuain. Torres has stepped up on the right. Andresley, who's back covering. Clearance not too clever though. Gago makes nothing of it. Marcelo. Diarra. Now Pepe. There's Torres. Gago. Now Raul. Guti. Short for Diarra. Amon was the player to nip in. There's Guti. Ronaldo. Guti. Raul. Ronaldo's headed back to Higuain. Won by Rice.
That's a good block. Could have taken it first time. Wanted a touch there, Higuain.
Here's Raul. Gago, nothing to his right. Torres belatedly offering him that option. Raul. And closed down well. Robinson. Here's Yurko. Birmingham. Getting the treatment then, and Cevez is going to get a booking for that.
I don't think he's got any choice there, Alan Kelly, the referee. Taking Ronaldo, he's come right through him to try and win it. We said we wanted an edge to the game. We've certainly got one.
Well, if there were any doubts about Shamrock Rovers holding back on tackles, they were firmly dispelled there. Cevez, though, paying the price by getting a yellow card. Player who only joined Shamrock Rovers last month after a spell in Scotland. And he made a couple of senior appearances in 7 years, though, at Hearts. Although back on his feet and unscathed, I think he sensed it was coming.
All very narrow so far from Real Madrid. No real width about them. They play these two holding players, then three just in front. They rely on the fullbacks to get forward to provide the width, but so far it hasn't really happened for them.
Metzelder wins the header. Rice, O'Connor. Been the biggest threat so far. Rice blocked by Marcelo. Craig Cevez. Ronaldo. Way off to Torres. Now Gago. Guti. Diarra. Guti to time the pass, and that allowed Flynn and Rice between them to close him down.
Well, again, he turned inside there, Robbie. Had Marcelo on the outside there, free on the left-hand side. Decided to turn into traffic.
This time he does find his man, Ronaldo, who in turn seeks out the skipper, Raul. Gago. Guti. And Marcelo.
Oh, here we go. First chance for the man, isn't it? See how much action he can get in this ball. Metzelder's going up. I don't know why, because Ronaldo will certainly put his foot through this, you'd expect.
beaten some top-quality keepers in his time in this sort of range. Harry Murphy, who made one decent early save anyway, has his chance to face up to the arch exponent, the greatest exponent in the modern era of this kind of situation.
A lot of time to set himself there, Guti. Might have been surprised at how much time he gets to get the ball out of his feet here, and Sean O'Connor had no appetite to go. Wasn't far away.
Second longest serving player at Real Madrid now, Guti, after Raul, but he must fear a little for his future.
He's the one you would imagine would make way for Kaká. But I think there are others, Rob. I don't think Real Madrid were right at the back last season, even when Cannavaro was there. And for all the trophy signings they've made in the forward positions, I'm sure that Pellegrini will want to add a few at the back as well.
Indications are, though, that there will have to be some exits before any more players arrive. Xabi Alonso, another one who has been linked with a summer move to Real Madrid if a price can be agreed with Liverpool. Here's Ronaldo. You would think, wouldn't you, that the lessons would be heeded from the first Florentino Perez era, where for all the trophy signings they missed the anchor man in Makelele. Here's Amond, now Yurko, Galan Dresley.
Good tackle, terrific tackle by Torres at full stretch. Well, chance for Shamrock Rovers to put the ball in the box. Two centre-backs have gone up. Let's see how the delivery suits them here.
Well, Robinson is the man entrusted to provide that delivery.
Yes, Paul. Yes.
Cleared all of his own colleagues. Guti. Goes Birmingham. Rice. Looking to fasten onto it, but Pepe quicker.
Did well, Pepe. They really were stretched across the back there, Real Madrid. They got into the wide area very quickly here. Play breaks down. Look how quick he's off his mark there. Dealt with it well.
Raul. Cevez. Pepe. One of the player is down, which bit of a worry.
I don't think it's a contact injury. I think it's the way he lands here. You see his ankle goes from under him. Takes it all in his right angle. His ankle is just full weight there. Just buckled a little bit.
Actually, it's Amond who had the impact of that fall on his ankle. Well, we're into the swing of pre-season now, and the Wembley Cup is coming up this weekend live on Sky. Celtic against Al Ahly kicks off that competition. Sky Sports 1 and HD1 Friday from 5 o'clock. That's followed by a very mouth-watering clash between Tottenham and Barcelona. Sky Sports 1 and HD1 from 7:45. Barcelona have set the standard that Real Madrid have to try and match up to. Pellegrini has the unenviable task of trying to outdo Barcelona's treble winners. And if he's a hard taskmaster, then what about his own boss, Florentino Perez, the sort of guy who would sack you on the back of a bad pre-season photo?
It's a strange relationship, isn't it? Perez does the shopping and he has to do the cooking. And of course he'll take the rap if it goes wrong.
He is the 9th Real Madrid coach since the successful era of Del Bosque, which ended with the last Champions League win that Real Madrid managed. Amond is up and moving about again after that impact injury. Here's Diarra. Now Guti. Torres. This is Ronaldo. Higuain. Full lane for Ronaldo. Raul waiting in the middle.
Well, that's a goal kick. Higuain did Ronaldo no favours at all. The weight of the ball really asked a little bit too much of him here. He's got plenty of space to knock it into, and he's just overcooked it.
Well, coming up to the half-hour mark, and Shamrock Rovers doing everything that might have been, what they might have hoped for, certainly.
Yeah.
Gago won the header. Here's Marcelo. Now Diarra. Metzelder. Guti. Here's Diarra.
He was wrong side there, the fullback, as he tried to tuck in. But he just leans in here to make sure Raul's not getting it all his own way.
Galandresley. Torres holding firm. They didn't make the most of their last corner, but now Shane Robinson has another chance. They got to it. Throw in towards Yurko. Amon won the header, looked to guide it back to O'Connor. Cleared though by Raul. Came off the hand of Robinson.
Well, we're right behind that. Pretty sure that was deliberate there from Shane Robinson. Alan Kelly having a word, and again in a competitive match he'd have been booked for that.
Here's Raul. In steps Flynn. Yurko. A bit short of options in attack, but Metzelder gets it back anyway. Birmingham's header. Gago. Guti. Raul. And here's Ronaldo. Left for Higuain, whose effort was blocked. And despite being grounded, Maguire made sure that Higuain wasn't going to get a second bite at the cherry. Amond. O'Connor looking to break. Marcelo with it.
Well, they're not getting it all their own way, Real Madrid, are they? Michael O'Neill must be well pleased with what he's watching here. Madrid, of course, may have a couple of gears still to find, but so far so good for Shamrock Rovers.
Well, I'm sure he would have expected them to be territorially superior, but as long as the score stays as it is, and as long as they defend as resolutely as they have, then maybe that possession statistic won't matter so much.
Well, it's what they do with it, and you know, apart from that one save to his right-hand side from Barry Murphy, I don't think the Shamrock Rovers goalkeeper has another serious stop to make.
Throw in towards Maguire, headed away there by Gago. Higuain finding Ronaldo. Flynn intervened. Here's Ronaldo again. Higuain. Raul. Higuain. Alan Dresley got back. Birmingham came in to help out too. Caught by Flynn was Guti. Free kick.
Oh, even more dangerous area this time. And again, Alan Kelly could have gone to his pocket here. He's well late there. And a bit of work here for Shamrock Rovers to do.
Well, he fell below his normally high standards with his previous effort, Cristiano Ronaldo, but this one more central. For Amond, who's a promising young striker on the books here. He and the more experienced Desi Baker often battle it out to partner Gary Twigg as the top scorer, although he hasn't started the match. We would expect to see him at some point. Here's Raul. Birmingham, now Robinson. Here's O'Connor. Diarra. Raul. Now Guti. Well, the tussle won well by Birmingham. And here's Galan Dresley. Pulled back by Diarra.
Oh, it's a clever free kick to give away there, because had he ended up wrong side, Real Madrid were in real trouble. They've got 2 against 1 up the left-hand side. Diarra's wrong side, they're short at the back, and it's a cynical free kick, but a good one for Real Madrid to give away. Gives them a chance to get goal side, get organised there.
So here's the Ronaldo in their ranks. Robinson not shaping as if he's going to have a shot. They've got the height from the back with Maguire. It's too far in front of him. That was a gift for the goalkeeper. Dudek, who's extended his stay at the Bernabeu by another year. Didn't do Torres too many favours. Here's Guti. Now Marcelo. Ronaldo having switched sides. Free kick against Rice, whose frustration all too evident.
I just wonder how much the referee Alan Kelly bought the body language of Ronaldo here. Yeah, it's a free kick. I'm surprised he's not taking this on, Ronaldo.
He's disappointed by his 2 efforts so far. He's walked away this time and left it to Guti to sort out. Guti's kick. Solder couldn't direct it back across.
Well, Maguire does well, and again his second favourite as the ball comes in at the back post. But he's just making sure that nobody's getting it clean. He does well, really on the stretch as well.
Maguire, who has a full-time job as a lift engineer, from which he's come on here this evening. 33 years of age now, in his 2nd season here. He was Player of the Year in his 1st year at the club. Here's Maguire. Yoko. On by O'Connor, here's Amond. There's Pepe. Still haven't got rid of it. O'Connor. Gago away. This is Robinson. Rice. By Torres. Did find Ronaldo. Left behind by Gago for Guti. First time looking for Ronaldo. Cover in front of Barry Murphy. So there's the player who got there.
Well, I think he got a shout from his goalkeeper, but he knew he could deal with it, did the right thing, got it out the pitch.
Here's Gago. Diarra. Will it fall for Higuain? No, the goalkeeping.
A bit of relief there for Darren Maguire. First time in the match he's really been caught here. Just caught watching the ball here a little bit. Lovely ball into the channel.
Well, 5 minutes to go to half-time, and it's impossible really to describe the gulf in the leagues, really, between La Liga and the League of Ireland, in which Shamrock Rovers operate. But they're doing well here, they're holding their own. Birmingham, Guti. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now Raul, the defending, and again it was Maguire.
Well, it's a superb night, Darren Maguire. Well, wanted a touch here, a lot of pace in the ball in. Could have hit it first time, and that extra touch allowed Darren Maguire to get across again, not for the first time. Very good block.
Overtaken and reaching Raul. Behind by O'Connor. With another kick. Metzelder was there. Pepe underneath it. Ronaldo helping it on. Now Higuain. Diarra. Gago's touch, taking it past Galandresley. Here's Guti. Ronaldo. Murphy's. Shamrock crowd here enjoying a bit of flamboyance from Ronaldo that had no end product. Here's Ronaldo. Here's Marcelo.
Well, Flynn does well to make sure it's not coming across the face of goal. Eventually Marcelo made the offer on the outside, and for me the fullbacks, the two Madrid fullbacks, haven't done that often enough. Pat Flynn did well to make sure it wasn't coming in.
Well, they've held out until over 2 minutes to half-time. Hold out from the corner, Ronaldo couldn't get close enough to it. Gago, though, keeps the move alive. Back out to Guti. Higuain looked to make room for himself, and Robinson had closed him down. Higuain's frustration sees him catch Galandresley.
It's fortunate again, Alan Kelly clearly feels that he's going to try and keep the cards in the pocket tonight.
Referee from Cork, who was not the man originally carded to be in the middle tonight. Ian Stokes was injured, so Alan Kelly is actually refereeing his second game in as many days. He was in charge of Bohemians' victory over Derry last night. Well, the hunt for Cristiano Ronaldo's shirt, which many of the Shamrock Rovers players are engaged in, may have to take place at half-time if they do replace the entire side. Well, Gago went in with a challenge.
I just wonder if Alan Kelly saw that at all, or how much of it he did see. Gago appeared to leave his foot in.
Rice was the player he caught.
Well, he's certainly high there on Stephen Rice.
Gago, the party involved. won't be a night for Shamrock Rovers to take any risks with fitness, and Manuel Pellegrini, he has a little more time in terms of preparation ahead of the new season. Of course, this is very much the starting block for him. First time he's seen this great collection of individuals in a match situation. But any fears over injuries for Shamrock Rovers will be key with that big game against Bohemians to come. Although Bohemians themselves have a big European game against Salzburg before the big league clash. 1 minute added as a result of that injury to Rice. Here's Marcelo. Now Guti. Torres. Here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now Diarra. And here's Ronaldo. Birmingham is the player he's holding off. Torres, good block on the cross.
They've done really well to stop the ball coming into their own penalty area, Rovers.
Well, they have managed to contain the £80 million man. Cristiano Ronaldo going off at half-time. Will he reappear? Shamrock Rovers have managed to keep him at bay, and that's been down to some resolute defending, led in part by Darren Maguire. And Sean O'Connor has himself given Real Madrid a couple of scares. So at half-time, a very creditable performance from the League of Ireland side. They're holding Real Madrid, Ronaldo and all, 0-0.
The second half, plenty of changes, 15 in total for both sides, for our commentary team to tell us about. David Proven, but first, Rob Hawthorne.
Yes, it's virtually a whole new Real Madrid team. 9 changes made by Manuel Pellegrini at the break, and one of them clearly is a little late returning to action. Gabriel Heinze wasn't quite ready and has kept us waiting, but he has appeared and looks as though he's going to line up in the centre of defence for this second half, with Drenthe starting on the left side of defence. So the changes are significant, and with Ronaldo, the £80 million man, off, all that Shamrock Rovers have to worry about now is the £30 million man, Karim Benzema, the man who has come in from Lyon during the summer. New Shamrock Rovers goalkeeper in Robert Duggan amongst the 6 changes that they've made. We'll pick up 1 or 2 of the players as we go along. This is Daniel Pareo, number 17 for Real Madrid. Now Rafael van der Vaart, another half-time introduction. Only Lassana Diarra here and Jerzy Dudek survive from the first half side. Pareo had a loan spell at Queen's Park Rangers last season. This is Michel Salgado, long-serving Real Madrid fullback. Now Diarra. This is Heinze. Pareo once again. Ball steered out wide to Salgado. And the cross is beyond Van der Vaart.
Needed a better cross, but that's the type of width that Real Madrid lacked in the first half. Didn't really get the full-backs forward. Salgado and Royston Drenthe, I'm sure, will have a better appetite to hit the last third for Real Madrid. But I think Shamrock Rovers will just be looking for more of the same, despite the changes that Michael O'Neill has made. They want the same shape and the same willingness to close the ball down and go and press the ball when they don't have it.
Well, whatever else happens to them tonight, the players who played for Shamrock Rovers can say they kept the world's current best player contained, stopped him from scoring despite a couple of sights of goals from free kicks. And Ian Birmingham, one of the players who has been substituted, can consider it a job well done. Here's Sneijder. This is Drenthe. Here's Benzema. Beyond Van der Vaart. Karim Benzema, who had a very successful time at Lyon, winning 4 successive titles before they lost out to Bordeaux last season. Here's Hammond. Diarra behind the cross. It's obviously very reshaped teams in the second half. Tracy, Cahill and Price all on amongst those at the back. Stephen Bradley has also come on for the second half for Shamrock Rovers. And Tyke Purcell, who scored the opening goal for them at the weekend, is on as well.
Yeah, no surprise for me that Rice and Robinson are still in the engine room, though, the central midfield area for Shamrock Rovers.
Here's Ainsay. Now Pareo, Diarra, Trenta. Away by Maguire. It's Rice. Here's Diarra. Price. All got a bit snagged then for Maguire, but he got himself out of it all right. There's Rice.
Well, they don't have that kind of pace, you know, to knock it over the top. There's nobody quick enough really to get onto that.
I'm sure he would have wanted his team to come here and not just be autograph hunters and souvenir hunters against the likes of Ronaldo tonight, and that certainly happened for Michael O'Neill's side. They competed well. It's back by Cahill. Garay's header, Ainsay behind him. So conceded by Salgado. Back by Bradley. Here's Robinson. Now Diarra. Van der Vaart. Here's Benzema. Trenta. Bradley. Now Purcell. Pareo. Wesley Sneijder. Here's Salgado. Pareo. Benzema. Sneijder. Sneijder trying to line one up for his compatriot Van der Vaart, and it flashed in front of Karim Benzema.
Just a little bit too pacey and a little bit too high, the ball across the face of goal. Absolutely nothing that Benzema could do to get on the end of this, but no surprise that Sneijder was involved. He's only been on a few minutes and he's made more cutting-edge passes than Madrid made in the entire first half.
Duggan, who's taken over in goal. Wesley Sneijder, who's one of those who has been linked with a move away from Real Madrid in this evolution of their playing squad. Garay's header. Robinson going in with Diarra for the challenge.
Came out, thought he could win the ball here, ended up wrong side, and look how quickly Benzema got the shot away. Terrific effort. A rare mistake there from Darren Maguire, who's been outstanding so far, and Benzema only a fraction out.
Well, prolific in his last 2 seasons with Lyon when he ended top scorer, totaling 53 goals in that time. Raul, who's a huge favourite and a big influence at the Bernabeu, but I wonder if his place is going to come under threat this season with the array of talent that Pellegrini has at his disposal. Benzema very much the future at just 21 years of age. So he's got 11 years on Raul. Schneider's kick. Did Cahill get a touch? No.
Oh, it's a terrific ball in. Ollie Cahill probably knew he had a runner behind him there, wasn't quite sure whether to try and deal with it. Danger here is that he could put it into his own net here. Did well just to duck underneath it at the last moment.
Header on by Purcell. Away goes Baker with Gabriel Ainsay. Two former Manchester United players up against each other there. Baker was a youth player at Old Trafford in the days when they won the Youth Cup in the mid-90s. Played alongside the likes of Phil Neville, Ronnie Woolwork. There's Tracy with a free kick. Baker let it go and nobody there.
Nobody read it. Nice little dummy there by Baker.
A Robbie Keane style step aside from Desi Baker in the area of Dublin that actually spawned Robbie Keane. Tala, the area that he comes from. Here's Aidan Price. Salgado's header. Back by Rice. It's Cahill's back pass. Flag up against Baker.
This was a terrific effort by Benzema. And look how quickly he gets the shot away. One touch with his right foot. Very little backlift, and he's only a fraction out. And what he does give Real Madrid is a real physical presence, and I think in the absence of Ruud van Nistelrooy last year, Rob, this is what they lacked. Raul was leading the line, Schneider off him at times, but no real physical threat.
Here's Diarra. Now Benzema. Van der Vaart. Here's Pareo. Diarra, Schneider. Here's Tracy. Rice. Determination from Diarra. Benzema on the target, but Price in the way. Here's O'Connor. Held up by Salgado. Jostles him off the ball. Now Diarra. Ainsay. Schneider. Now Royston Drenthe. Van der Vaart.
Looking for the top left-hand corner here. Body shape was good. Opened his body, opened his left foot. Just got a little bit too much curl on it.
Quick free kick taken by Van der Vaart. Here's Benzema. Now Schneider. Diarra. Benzema. Diarra. It's Van der Vaart's cross.
Oh, he did well, Aidan Price. Horrible height for him. Real Madrid have certainly upped the tempo a little bit here.
Certainly a greater urgency about them. Van der Vaart. Ainsay. Ball being played now almost exclusively inside the half that Shamrock Rovers defend. Pareo. Now Diarra. Pareo again. Schneider. Negredo. Promising build-up ended by the intervention of Price. Sana Diarra, who was the one outfield player to survive from the first half, has now gone off. And Marcos Tebar comes on to take his place. Player who made his debut in the final league match of last season against Osasuna. Tabar and Ainsay both going for the corner.
Yeah, not far away. Shamrock Rovers certainly marking man for man here. I'm not quite sure who got half a yard on here. It's a half chance.
Manuel Pellegrini, who had 5 very successful years at Villarreal. Both of his Champions League ventures with that club ended by Arsenal. It's in that competition that Real Madrid will be looking to progress. It's in that competition, it's old guys that Real Madrid paid their last visit to Ireland back in 1980 when they won a European Cup tie against Limerick 2-1. But here they're being held 0-0 on a great night in the district of Talas history and also in the history of Shamrock Rovers Football Club. Here's Purcell.
Oh, he was caught under the ball there, Royston Drenthe, but he had great recovery pace to get back and make the challenge. Used to see him play much further forward on the left-hand side when he was at Feyenoord, but he's more than capable of playing left back.
Here's Baker.
Touch. It's a great early ball. Look how quickly they take this free kick here. Beautifully weighted over the top. Desi Baker's got the pace to get in. Had to take it first time, maybe a little bit higher than he would have wanted. He doesn't have time to allow the ball to drop lower. Not too far away.
Here's Ainsay. Now Pereira. Salgado. Away goes Benzema. Schneider. Cleared by Rice. Now O'Connor. Tabar. Well, he is the man of the multicoloured boots. A new trend he could be starting, perhaps?
When you dress like that, Rob, you've got to be able to play. To be fair, he's a big favourite here.
31 years of age now, Desi Baker. There's Garre. Now Maguire. Purcell. Well, Gary Twigg is Shamrock Rovers' leading scorer so far this season with 16 goals. So it's a surprise that we'll perhaps see as little of him as we're going to. Less than 20 minutes to go. Huge favourite here, Twigg.
Well, I'm with you, Rob. I'm surprised that we're not going to see a little bit more than the last quarter of the game.
Sean O'Connor, the man he's replacing, was a big threat in the first half. But Twigg, who scored in the Premier League on his debut at 17 for Derby County, only to have his time there curtailed by injury. Followed Michael O'Neill here from Brechin, and his goal-scoring record here is producing talk of an extended contract. Baker. Here's Benzema. Here's Pareo. Now Schneider. Trenta. Pareo. Awful back pass.
Oh, and a dreadful error once he got in from Desi Baker. It might have been the colour of those boots, Rob. Oh dear. Just when he's got to set himself and get the shot away, got away from him. Golden chance and he knows it. Won't get a better chance than this.
Dazzled by his own boots, I think, then. And the potential glory of the moment. Salgado's header. Pareo, now Schneider. This is Benzema. Trenta. Pareo. Salgado. Benzema. Negredo.
Just a little bit too narrow there for Benzema. Just trying to put the ball through the eye of the needle there.
There's Teba. Now Van der Vaart. Pareo. Salgado. Price.
Well, allows Shamrock Rovers out, that miscontrol there, and that is the problem at the moment, really struggling to get out. The line of midfield four are right on top of the back line. Front two really isolated now.
Trenta. Ense. Now Salgado. Pareo. Schneider.
Well, nobody coming in at the back post, fortunately enough for Shamrock Rovers, but Duggan almost caught out there. Just appeared to misjudge the flight of this. He's almost caught out, almost sneaked in back post.
Here's Cahill. Rice. Twig getting to it. Goal kick.
Well, 12 minutes or so for Shamrock to hold out here. I just wonder what it would do for the psychology in terms of the league championship. 5 points behind, but if they can come out of this with a 0-0 or even something better, what a kickstart it would give their campaign.
Simon Madden is going to get his chance to take on Real Madrid now, and Darren Maguire has been a real hero at the back for Shamrock Rovers tonight. who's a former Leeds youngster. Sees 10 minutes of action. Corey Tracy moving into the middle, and Madden now playing at fullback. Here's Pareo. Now Schneider. Trenta. Van der Vaart. Here's Salgado. Pareo gets it all wrong.
Yeah, I think he sat up, took a little bobble.
More pre-season action this weekend coming up from Wembley, the Wembley Cup. Celtic against Al Ahly starts us off. Sky Sports 1 and HD1 Friday from 5 o'clock. And the Tottenham-Barcelona game is from 7:45, Sky Sports 1, and also available in high definition. Well, what progress this will represent for Shamrock Rovers, who are a fans-owned club. There are 8 board members, and amongst those supporters is the chairman, Jonathan Roach. It's been a troubled time for Shamrock Rovers in the last few years. They lived a nomadic existence, didn't have their own ground for over 20 years after leaving their old Milltown ground. And in this, their first year at the new Tala Stadium, what a result it would be to hold Real Madrid here. And they are less than 10 minutes away from doing that. Amazing the gulf between the clubs when you consider that Real Madrid have just shattered the world transfer record for the 4th consecutive time with the £80 million they've paid for Cristiano Ronaldo. And Shamrock Rovers' most expensive ever player cost a measly £25,000. Here's Salgado. And it's Benzema. No chances being taken. Cleared by Tracy. Means so much now to Shamrock Rovers to be able to keep a clean sheet.
Far more danger out the Real Madrid fullbacks now to face Shamrock Rovers. Both Salgado and Drenta starting to service that penalty box.
Here's Pareo looking for Van der Vaart, trying to wriggle his way through. McGill got the ball back, and it's a decent clearance. Here's Drenta. Tracy away. Salgado. Negredo. Trenta trying to deliver with the cross, but Madden behind it. Purcell.
This is where they've got to try and keep the ball a little bit better, Shamrock Rovers. I mean, they're bound to be feeling the pace a little bit. They spent a lot of time chasing the ball tonight, and it's absolutely crucial to try and keep it when they have it.
Let's not forget 2 games in 3 days for Shamrock Rovers. They had to move to Tolka Park to play their game against Sligo on Saturday, controversially, because the council wanted to get the stadium here ready for tonight's game. It turned up well for Michael O'Neill's side then, with a 3-1 victory, and they are within reach of a very memorable result against Real Madrid. Schneider. Free kick given away by Bradley.
And again, Bradley, well done. Well done, Bradley. Come on, good boy. Well done, Bradley.
Schneider. Tebar. Here's Drenta. Side, they were 3 minutes away from holding out for a draw here against Real Madrid, when it wasn't £80 million man Cristiano Ronaldo who came up with the goods tonight. It was instead the man with whom Manchester United vied with Real Madrid for his signature, Karim Benzema, who kept his cool despite hitting the post once and going close from an angle, who struck the decisive blow for Manuel Pellegrini's team. Might have been different for Shamrock Rovers had Desi Baker scored from a gift of an opportunity from a bad back pass. Had Purcell's attempt not been cleared off the goal line. They really did give it their all, but it was a narrow defeat for Shamrock Rovers in the end. Shamrock Rovers 0, Real Madrid 1.
We'll have more live football for you on.
Game is a good training. We play against a good team, and I'm enjoyed to play today.
How did you feel you played?
Well, I feel good. I'm not 100%, but I'm work for that. I hope to be 100% when we start the season. But it's nice. We training hard all the week, and now we play today 45 minutes. I think it's good. It's a good thing.
Throughout your time here in Ireland, there's been a real storm about you being here. Do you expect to get that every week now, given the price tag on your head?
No, I'm not worried about that. I just focus to do my best, to train well, to play well, to help the team to win games, and I try to do my best. It's not a problem for me. I'm a relaxed guy.
Does this football club, Real Madrid, feel bigger than Manchester United, given your early experiences of it?
Well, it's always nice. I'm changed now. I'm a Madrid player, and I'm really focused for this club now to win trophies that I win in Manchester or more, if it's possible. And I feel very focused. My priority is to win what I win in Manchester.
Where do you want to play in the team?
Sorry?
Where do you want to play in the team? On the right or through the middle? Do you know yet?
Well, I don't have a preference. I can play in the left, in the right, in the middle. For me, it's not a problem. I just want to play.
Ronaldo, enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm always enjoying.